Hey, everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. And I want to thank everyone for coming on today. Let me just make sure I have everything muted here. Thank you all for coming on. Today, we are going to be doing some actual junk journaling. And as you can see, I have a ton of stuff on my desk. Because I didn't have anything planned. We're going to wing it a little bit like we did yesterday as well. And thanks for everybody who is already on. So we kind of been chatting already. So if you are coming on the replay, just know that this is being recorded live. And if these are the type of videos that you like, I always suggest that you hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the notification button as well so that you'll be notified when the videos go live. And don't leave until you give this video a thumbs up. That's what I always say. So thumbs up, everybody, before you leave. I would greatly appreciate it. So, because I'm kind of winging it here, I just took out just a crazy amount of stuff. So as I move stuff out of the way, then I'll actually kind of tell you what I got going here. So this is not a tutorial. We're just hanging out together and we're chatting. And I actually just got finished watching Suzanne Taylor Brown, and she's in the chat as well, because it was her first time going live, but she has many inspiring videos, and you definitely have to check out her craft room tour because it is off the chain. You all will want to go and play at her house when you see it. So you guys can head over to her channel after you get done over here on mine. You can't leave before then. Y'all can't leave me, okay? You have to stay here. So I'm going to just show y'all how much stuff I got. Look at that. I got stuff over here. I got stuff over here. I got my sewing machine out. So it's no telling where we're going to go here when it comes to this. So I have not started in this junk journal because I wanted us to journal together. But if you haven't seen me make this, then there's a playlist below as well so that you can check out how this was actually made. So it is a tutorial, and I go into detail as to how I made the whole thing, from the rooter to the tutor, from the cover to the signatures, and we've been making ephemera like crazy. So I'm going to start moving some of this stuff out of the way, and I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat as well. So first, let me say hello to everybody again. So we have Bernadette here, and we have Miss Walker, Susan, and also we have Judy. Hey, Judy. And then we have a Mouse Tamer. Ooh, Mouse Tamer. I like that. I like that name. Okay. So, of course, we have the journal here. And I took out a lot of bits and pieces, and I just kind of threw them in these little, I recycle stuff. So, y'all, I just, hey, Joey, I thought you were going to bed. So, I got a lot of bits and pieces in here, so I don't know what I'm going to use yet. So let me just put those over to the side. I took out some stickers because you can use stickers. So this should give you all some ideas as well as to what you can use in your journals, because basically you can put anything in them. You'll develop your own style if you haven't started already. So, and you'll see my style, which is a little bit crazy and off the wall. I got some, I have like a ton of sticky notes in all different shapes and sizes. So these are great to use in your journal as well. So if you don't have those, if you have a dollar store in your area, you can pick those up. This is one too. Isn't that kind of cool? BRB. So I took that out. And hello, Lynn. And then I just have like a bunch of stuff that I've been collecting. And actually, this is not even everything. I have another envelope someplace that I cannot find that I've been collecting stuff to go in this journal. And it actually kind of made me mad because I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I don't know if did it fall up under the bed or something. I don't know. I'll have to look for it, but I put some more stuff in there anywho. And I printed out some pictures because, of course, you can put pictures in yours. And in the past, I haven't really put a lot of pictures in my, not in my junk journal, but I think I'm going to start doing it. So I have like some pictures out as well. And of course I have my glue, and I'm in love with the purple glue because you can see where you're gluing stuff down. So that makes a really big difference. Got my scissors. Let's put the scissors over here on this side. And I also took out some buttons. I don't know if I'm going to be using the buttons or not, but I took them out. And I got some thread out as well. And I love putting things in jars. I just keep them in the window. I don't care if they fade or anything. They're going to be perfect when we use them. And I took out some die cut butterflies. And I actually have these over in the shop. And I don't have the links below because I was too busy watching Susan's live. So I didn't set my video up correctly. Oh, let me get my lighting correct too. Okay. Hold up, you all. All right. Had to get the light right. I forgot all about the light. See, Susan? See what you did? And so I got some butterflies, some die cut butterflies. So I might use those because I love butterflies. I also have some washi tapes. And I didn't pick any washi tapes in particular. But what I did was I made like some samples of, and of course, if I told y'all how much washi tape I actually had, you probably would take me to the firing range and have me shot. But I just made like a few samples, and I've had these for a while, so some of them are good and some of them are not. Because I was using some washi last night, and your washi can go bad, so don't get it twisted. So I got some washi tape in here, and I have like some masking tape as well. So isn't that pretty? Got some masking tape. So I might use that as well. So let's see. And what else we got here? I got this is a free magazine. I think I was telling you all on a previous live video that if you're just starting to do your junk journaling, some great places to find images and words and things to add to your journal along with all the rest of your junk is actually some free magazines. So I go to this health food place sometimes to get vitamins and whatnots, and they always have like some really marvelous magazines with images in it. So that's another great place to kind of pick some things up. Washi tape is so addictive. Yes, it is. And no, I'm not well organized, but it looks like it, doesn't it? I'm trying though. Every day I organize at least one thing, and then the next day gets unorganized. Okay, so I also pulled out this. This is like my only copy of a Daphne's Diary, and I love Daphne's Diary. It's so inspiring. The colors are so beautiful on the inside, and it's almost like a flow book. If you guys don't know what a flow book is, I'll explain. But it's like a flow book, except for it's a little bit less on the pocketbook, but it's an import from the UK, so it's still, it's a little steep, but it has a lot of wonderful images and stuff in here. So I've had this since, when did this one come out? This issue is number 3 from 2018, because I think they put these out quarterly. So I'm going to be using some stuff out of here. Finally, I haven't torn a page out of here or anything. I don't even have a crease in here, y'all. I love these books. They're just beautiful to have around and just kind of just rifle through. Anyway, and besides the sewing machine, the last thing I have is some Sharpie fine tip pens, because these are the pens of choice for me when it comes to writing in my journal, because I have a good variety of colors. I do have other types of pens and things, but these are the ones I like to use because my writing is kind of messy and it doesn't look as messy with the fine tips. And I like the colors and stuff that I can pick. So that is everything to get us going. And so, all right, that was a mouthful. So again, if you all have any questions, because I know Roberta, she's not here right now. I hope she don't mind me telling you all. She was watching the replay yesterday, and she was asking lots of questions. And I told her that I don't mind answering any questions that you have, even if you put them in the comments, or you do it over on the community tab over on the channel, or you do it here in the chat. No question is a dumb question. And of course, I'm not the expert on junk journals, but I've been doing it for a little while, so I may be able to answer some of your questions, at least from a Lizzie's perspective. Okay. All right, so let's open this up. And I never did like a flip through of this after I got finished. But it does have of course, it has the original front and back cover, and I redid the spine of this. And I made this especially for myself, and it came out so perfect. This was like the best constructed journal that I've ever made. I just took my time and did it. And again, the playlist is below if you guys want to check that out. And I put vellum in front of the signatures. It has 3 signatures in it, so you can see. It has 3 signatures in here too. And I got stuff falling out because I was actually trying to place some things ahead of time, but I didn't glue anything in. So I'm just going to do like a quick flip through so you all can see the pages, because you can use anything in your journal. So just keep that in mind. You are not limited to what you see other people using or what you think might look pretty, because remember, it's going to be yours. And anybody that doesn't do junk journaling is going to think it's a hot mess anyway. So it doesn't matter. Don't think about those naysayers. You put whatever you want in your journals. So this is some cardstock. This is an old page from a vintage Disney encyclopedia here. And this is just an index paper, and I'm obsessed with repetition. I like repetition, and index pages, they just look like regular old text pages until you put it into your journal, and then it has a very good background. So that's why I picked that page. And you can see I like the colors in here as well. And I just put some scraps in here because I'm going to put this in here. This is some paper from the dollar store. It's some children's writing paper, and I love putting the writing paper in here. It has lines, so it's a great journaling opportunity. This has lots of journaling opportunities. And then we have like some computer paper here. This is from the original book, and I picked it because it had a few little graphics on here, and I wanted to include some stuff from the original book. I didn't care. You could see where I took it out of the book, where the holes are from the spines. So that's lovely. It actually adds like a good background too. So Mouse asks, have you ever torn the edges of your pages to make them look ragged? Yes, I have. I really like that look as well. So like I said, it's like anything goes. I love the ragged look, actually. This one has a more cleaner look, and I will say that I am not like a super lace kind of girl. So I don't put a lot of lace in my books, but I do put some in there because people do love it. And if I'm selling them, then, you know, I have to do what people love. But I don't like the lace to be hanging too far over. So I'm going to put this in here too. So then we have like a regular shipping envelope. You can see here. And I put a little tab on here. And this is actually made of cardstock. So that's probably some ephemera we're going to be making together too. And then this right here is a page from a coin book, which is kind of cool. And we, of course, we have our music pages. And this is some vintage binding that's on here and some washi tape. And I didn't tear this page. And then we have the middle of the signature, and then yada yada yada. So that's the first signature. And then the second signature, I put vellum in front of all of them because I was like extra that day. So I got this beautiful vellum, and by the way, the vellum is up in the shop as well. You can buy them in bundles, and so you can check that out over at pleasantcreations.com if you're inclined to get some. Yeah, the dollar store writing paper is fantastic. I love it. You'll also notice that I put some tabs on, and I sewed them on, and this right here I think is some binding. I don't think I use like regular fabric, but the binding, I mean, it is fabric. So this is just cardstock, and you see it's a nice clean slate. Got some more music paper because I love music paper. This is original page from the book. I put some lace on with the zigzag stitch because, you know, gotta have some stitching. This is from an atlas or map book, and then we have like some vintage ledger paper in here, and then I took like this corner edger doohickey, and I did like this design with these butterflies. I love it. And then this is another page from the encyclopedia from the Mickey Mouse book, from the Disney book. Here's another piece of vellum in here. I put a lot of vellum in this book. And then this is from a children's book, Gulliver's Travels. And I always like putting like the kids' book pages in too, because they add like a little bit of whimsy to the book. And then this was some tracing paper. And then we have an envelope that turned into a pocket, but I still have to close it up. So you can see I haven't done anything. Hey, Rachel. And let's see. This is the other side of the children's book. And you see it's a little bit short, but it doesn't matter. And see, mouse, it has a rough edge on here. This is where I tore it out the book, and I didn't actually cut it down. So we kept that. All right, so that's all the pages that we put in there. And then the third signature here is another piece of vellum because she was extra like that. Then we have some cardstock, original book page with some lace. We have a time card. I always like adding the time cards. I like doing the different sizes of things in the book because it really adds a lot of visual interest. And shameless plug, these are up in the shop as well. Got time cards there if you need them. And then we have music pages, another piece of cardstock. And I actually tried to coffee dye this when I first was coffee dyeing things. It didn't come out that good, but it's like lightly coffee dyed, and now it's all kind of ridgy and stuff, and I love the way it feels. I love the texture. And then here is a Frankenstein page. So we got a calendar on part of the Disney encyclopedia page, and we got some washi on here too, because this washi is actually hiding a crease. So you can see the crease on that side. See, washi is good. I love washi. And then this is just part of the Frankenstein page, and I just used it as a little tuck spot. I tucked something in. And then some more. This was some scrap paper. And then this is tracing paper, graph paper, and I sold some pieces of some scrap fabric that I had because I have a whole bag of these squares. And look how it looks on the other side. Isn't that kind of cool? So, and this paper is pretty thin as well, but it still accepted the stitching quite nicely. So Mouse asks, how do I hide the strings that hold the signatures together? Most of the time, like this book, I'm hiding the strings, but most of the time I don't hide the strings because I like strings everywhere. I'm a stringy kind of girl. And what I'll usually do if there's strings hanging, like there's a string here, I don't know what it goes to, but I might put like some beads or something on it, some kind of decor on it, but I'll show you the middle of the signatures as well. So this is a map page. Here's one right here. So I'm going to show you. So I did an envelope, and what I did was I just opened up the envelope right here. I did cut this side here because I wanted it to be a pocket. And so when I put this in, I tied it inside, and then now what I'll do is I'll glue this down, and now you can't see. You won't be able to see the strings, and I can use this as a pocket as well. once I have that all glued together. So I hope that makes sense. And then that's pretty much it. And then I don't have anything on the back here, and I'm going to put this pocket back here. So, and then the back doesn't have anything on it either. So that's how the book is. So that's my little flip through, because I never did a flip through of this book. So now let's start working in here, because we're gonna run out of time like really quickly. And I have a lot of stuff that I don't even know what I want to do. So when I don't know what I want to do, it's gonna take me a long time to do everything. So I took a few things out that I thought that I would just go ahead and stick in the book, because I wanted to use some of the ephemera that we've been making also. But I also wanted to use some scraps. So this was a scrap from one of the pages that I used. So I just stuck it in here, and I think it's really pretty. And I don't know if I want to go over the stitching here, because the stitching is quite nice. But I kind of like the way the blue and the yellow goes together. Or I think I'll just put it on the end. I'm going to put this on the end here. Okay, hold on for a minute. Hold on. I'm just going to get some deli paper here, so when I glue stuff, I won't have glue all over the place. And I think I'm just going to try to stick with the this kind of glue here instead of pulling out the other glues. Isn't that some lovely purple there? Lovely purple glue. So I'm just going to rip this. I'm not even going to, I got glue all over the place already. Hold on, y'all. I got glue on the machine. Let's see, I'm going to put this here. And the way that I kind of work in my book is I don't really do like a page layout when I do my book. I kind of work all over the place. I just get pieces and I just kind of decide where I'm going to put things down. And then that's how I roll. And like I said in the beginning, when you start doing your book, you'll kind of develop your own style of how you're going to put things in. All right, so that's going to be quite nice. And let's see. I already know I'm going to put this here and see how that text has a nice little nice background. And I actually meant to leave this open because this is how I wanted it to be displayed, but I could turn the pocket down if I wanted to and tuck it in. So the way I constructed this, it can be folded down, but I don't want to fold it down. I want to keep it up. And let's see, I'm just gonna do this bottom part in case I change my mind. I actually bought some more glue today too. Yeah, I did a little bit of craft shopping today, which I haven't really done that in a while. Of course, the first stop was Tuesday morning. I went to Tuesday mornings, and see, now something like this, I probably need a little bit more glue power. So hold up. I was gonna try to just use that, but I don't think that's gonna work for me. Hey, Ju. So I'm gonna use some of my Aleene's tacky glue because this is really like my glue of choice. But I was gonna do something a little bit different, but it ain't working out for me. So I'm at like a real funny position here. I'm trying to stay on the cam. Okay. And let's put that like so. And then I also have the sewing machine in front of me, so that's taking up a little bit of space. Let's see. All right, and this one, I'm just gonna kind of paper clip this on. I'll get some paper clips out in a few moments. This is an envelope that I decorated as well, and I didn't do this one on camera though. Hey, Tamika, I'm glad you're here. And I have to look through the book because, see, here's one mouse that I didn't hide. So the middle of this one, I just tied it together and put it in a bow. And it just adds a little bit of character to the actual journal pages. So I didn't think about it too much. And let's see. I did have this in here someplace, but I don't know where I had it at. This is like a little pocket with a tuck spot. But you know what I think I might do? Well, we'll just hold on to that one because I'm not sure what I want to do with that one. Because here's one of the fold outs that we did as well. So I'm going to put that here, and I'll probably decorate it at a later time. I'm trying to see how my words are. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Or should I put it on this side? I think I should put it on this side and leave this page blank for the moment, because I have some ideas for those pages. Y'all know my head is like the land of ideas. So I'm just going to use my Aleene's. And you could also use the double-sided tape as well. So I've used lots and lots of double-sided tape, and the pockets stay very, very well. Or you could use both if you're worried that your pockets are going to come up. I'm not that worried, so. All right. Give it just a little time to set here. All right, and that'll be ready to accept something. We'll come back to that. Let's see, what else did I stick in here? Okay, this is one of the laminated pieces that I did, and I'm gonna put this on with a paper clip as well. I didn't get my paper clips out. So, but for now, I'm just gonna use some regular old paper clips, because I can come back and change this. So that way this won't be like flailing around. All right, but that's where it's gonna live at, because it looks pretty. That's his only job, is to look pretty. And I think I love this background here. I don't want to cover that up either. I'm gonna put like a little tuck spot here at the bottom, because even with all that other stuff going on, it's just kind of cute. I have like a bit of an eclectic kind of design style, but I think it works. By the time I get done with this book, it's going to be lovely. I love junk journaling, y'all. Sometimes I just take my books, I take them, I'm so obsessed with junk journaling. I take them to bed with me sometimes, and I just flip through the pages. I know that sounds crazy, but don't y'all act like y'all don't do that, okay? I know everybody does that. Everybody does it. Okay, I'm going to make this kind of like a tuck spot up here. But what I think I would like to do is use some of my washi tape. I don't know which one I want to wash. I don't know which one I want to use though. I think I'm going to use this one, because I love this one. That would make me happy. Whatever, Tamika. I'm not elaborate. Yes, I am. I know I am. I admit it. I need to go to Junk Journal elaborate meeting. Junk Journal addict from being elaborate. This is kind of a weird way to put down washi, but it's okay. And I didn't put any glue on this washi because I do believe that it's going to stay. So I don't think I'm going to have any problems with that. It would have been great if I had something to cut this with. Not making my life easy here. I'm just taking a palette knife out for my painting drawer. That'll make it a little easier to cut. And then I'm gonna make this a little tucky spot up here at the top. I know, Tamika. I know. I feel the love, girl. I feel the love. It's all good. So what are you all working on today? I know what Judy's working on. I already know. You don't even have to tell me, lady. She's working on her son's Boy Scout junk journal, which I would love to see. I have to find a better way to communicate because I'm so like, I'm not anti-social media. I'm just, it's like so many things to take care of. I don't really have time to be on social media. So that's why all my social media outlets are kind of, there's just tumbleweed rolling around at this moment. Because I just don't have time. Okay, I'm going to close this up because this is going to be a pocket. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this extra string off because it's in a nice knot. So I'm not worried about it coming apart. And we'll just take some glue and glue this baby down. And now we have a pocket. So that's why I cut this before I put this in. I mean, you could cut it with some scissors if you wanted to, but it would have been a little bit difficult. So now we have a nice pocket. And the pocket is pretty on the inside. This was an airmail envelope that I found, a vintage one too. I like that. And then this little card right here, I think I'm just going to put this here and make it like a tuck spot as well. And this is from one of the packs that is on the site, is on Pleasant Creations as well. Because, you know, I don't use my own stuff that much. This was a misfit. I had printed on the back of it by mistake. So it looks like it was some cardstock, but it was white. And I was doing some printing and I printed double-sided. And so I just decided to keep it and use it for myself. Let me put a little bit more glue. I don't think it's going to come up, but since it's kind of a tucky spot, I want to give it like some extra hold. Put cash inside the envelope. Girl, I don't put no cash in my books. I use that cash. I use it. There is no cash going in this book. All right, let's see. What else did I put in here? See, this page even has some writing on it, but I love that too. It might get covered up, but a lot of the pages in here are going to get covered up eventually. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one that I did with the other side. And let's see. Let's find, nope, don't have enough of that. I mean, I have more of every washi that's on here, but I just don't want to pull out all that washi. All right, this one. Let's see if we have enough. Find the end. And what I did with these was I had some, I was doing some lamination for something, and I ended up with a lot of extra lamination from the cuts. I did not put that down right. Hold up. Now I might need some glue. So I just used those pieces to put my sample washi on. I know I'm talking slow. That's because I'm trying to concentrate, y'all. I'm concentrating. Dang, this is kind of sticky. It took some of my paper up too. But that's okay because it's getting ready to get covered anyway. And this is a weird way to put down washi tape anyway. But she's doing it. I'm being weird today. Because I'm not weird on any other day except for except for Thursdays. Thursday is a weird day for me. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I love the color of this washi. I think I got it from the dollar store. Our dollar store, man, they're pretty good. They have a lot of good washi. Alright. See, if I wasn't being weird, this would be easier. Need to quit being weird. Okay, and then I'm going to put this up here. And I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to make this functional by making it a tuck spot also. Save for a rainy day. I don't want to. I want to go to the thrift store and find stuff. Oh, so I went to Tuesday morning today, and then I went to Michael's because I wanted to get some more glue so I won't run out. And then, do you know Michael's did not have a 50% off coupon today either? But that's okay because you all know what I did. Joann's had a 50% off coupon, so I told the Michael's person I want to use that coupon, and they did. And they had a 20% off of coupon as well, so I used that. And I just bought glue, that was it. Alright, so that's on there. Okay, and I just stuck this card in here, so y'all saw me sew around these, and this doesn't have anything just yet, but it will. But I thought that would be a good home for that card. And let's see what else we have here. So after I went to Tuesday mornings, I went to Michael's, and then I decided to go to one of my favorite little thrift spots, and I just kind of stuck this one in here. I don't know why. And they had like clothes 50% off, and they had some good clothes. Okay, this one's gonna get closed up, so let's cut her off and glue her up. I don't know why I keep closing this up, knowing that I'm going to use it. Nothing's coming out of there because this Aleene's Tacky Glue is no joke. And I cut this end off, so now you can't see it, so it's totally hidden. But if you peek inside, dun, 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 it's down there somewhere. But nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know anyway because it's my journal. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. I used a lot of fabric on here too. I'm just trying to see if I had any more. Oh, and this. I'm gonna put this pocket on the back. So it's almost like a library pocket, and it feels like leather. It looks like it's made out of material. You all saw me make these too on our project 20, and you know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't like gluing everything down all the way. I'm gonna make it kind of like a tuck spot pocket. It's gonna be like on the side though. So we'll put some on the top. And then we'll put some glue over here on this side. I like this glue too because it sets up pretty quickly. It sets up, but it's not quite dry even though it sets up. But after it dries completely, nothing's coming up. So now, let me see if I can get this straight. As straight as I can, because I'm at a very crazy angle. I think that's good. I have to look on the camera. Alright, so now I have a little hidden spot for my cash, Tamika. See? So now that's in. Alright, so let's go back to the front. Now let's start doing some for real wild and crazy stuff. And I think what I'm going to do I have an idea. We got our magazine here, and I have a picture that I want to use here. And then I have, not that one, this one. And as you notice, things are not matchy-matchy for me. So this cover is really beautiful. I don't need all this up here. I do like the Hello Beautiful. So I like the flowers there too. Let's just rip it and see how I want to do this. I think I'm not so much worried about the flowers. So we're just gonna, but I think I have 2 pages here. Don't need that one. I'm just gonna give her a rippity rip with my hand. I could be using my tear guide, but the tear guide gives you more of a uniform tear. And I'm just looking for a kind of a ragged, kind of crazy tear here. All right, and there's another little piece that I want on here, so I'm gonna keep that. And let's go to the picture here. And I was gonna pull out my cutter, but I don't feel like it. So I'm gonna take my chances and try to cut these straight as I can. And I try to make it look like a Polaroid because I like that look a lot. So when I cut it, I'm gonna leave some area at the bottom. That's good enough. Ta-ta, have a little Polaroid. Yay. And I find photo paper all the time at the thrift store. So if you all are looking for photo paper, it's pretty pricey in the store, but you can always find it at the thrift store. Okay. The colors don't really match now, for real. They're really off since I have like this orange here. I don't think I have. Okay. This is my little drawer that I have like my sticky notes in. What's left of the sticky notes. Because I've been using them. So here's a call out, and that one is kind of orange. This one is kind of goldish color. Let's see what else we have in here. The sticky notes are a great inexpensive way to have some stuff to put into your journals also. Or maybe I could use that. I've had these for a while, so I might have to put some glue on it. Let's see that one. Okay, we'll do a little test. Let's see that one. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay, and I think we're gonna use orange. That'll be better. Or this. I don't know, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna do one more thing here. And yeah, the coffee dyed paper is lovely. I love the coffee dyed paper. Okay, I'm gonna do a little watercoloring in here because that's how I'm feeling today. See, it's all junk journaling is all about how you feel. So I'm gonna get out one of my pens. Hopefully it has some water in it because I was using it earlier. It has a little bit of water. And because I don't feel like taking out all of my painting stuff, but I just want to do a little bit. And I think I'm going to put like some green. Let's see, what kind of green do we want? And this paint palette right here. I paid $5 for it, Michael. So, and it's okay. This was like the first kind of palette that I bought, but now that I know that I like doing the watercolors, then I'll graduate to something else. What did I do with my deli paper? Let's put up under here. It's okay that a little got on the other page. That doesn't bother me any at all. I just want to have like a light color. Which one do I prefer? When I first started, I preferred the double stick tape. But you know what? It takes longer to use the double stick tape. Now I'm kind of a fan of doing things a little bit quicker than I used to. So I'm going to go with the glue now, because the glue dries pretty quickly too. Okay, and I'm going to, I need a napkin. Oh, hold on you guys here. For this job, I need a napkin. I do make the best coffee stain paper. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I like these pens because they're like, they self-clean themselves. Okay, and then I'm going to use like this kind of gold color. I'm not trying to be an artist today. I'm just trying to create a background. And the watercolors are great for doing like some nice backgrounds. So I'm not being elaborate or extra right now. I'm just adding some color, and that really makes all the words kind of pop on here too. Gives it a little poppins. Go down here. I'm not using too much water either, so that's one thing I like about this. And another thing is, like, if you want to take your, if you have a smaller junk journal and you want to take it with you, these pens are fantastic for taking on the go. Okay, so now I'm gonna put these back up because I already got a lot of stuff out. So, and let's put this back in here for now. I gotta refill it with water because the water is almost out. Okay, and I want the paper to be dry, so I'm gonna use my heat tool. But first I have to get it, because I told y'all I didn't know what I was gonna do. So now I have to plug it in, because I didn't have that ready to go. Let's see. This the real process, y'all. This the real process. And it's not going to take but a second for this to dry. But since I'm going to be doing some gluing, I want the paper to be a little bit dry. Well, not a little bit, but a lot dry. Okay, that's pretty good. And I don't even mind if the paper like kind of crinkles or whatever. That's just love. That makes it more lovely for me. All right, so now the next thing, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna take. Hope I didn't break my heat tool because it just fell. I'm going to take some of my Tim Holtz Distressed ink, one of my small ones, and one of my homemade mammy made tools here. I always keep this inside of the back of the thingamabob. And I'm going to go around this with the green. This one, the colors come in handy. Because y'all know, I'm a Tim Holtz kind of girl. Wait, I'm going to tear some of this. Tear a little bit more of this. Get these words off the bottom. We don't need no stinking words. Throw that in the trash. And also, let's get this off of the side as well. Okay, now that's a little bit better. And that adds a very nice border. And I'm also going to do my little photograph here, because it's all about this little lady and this piece, this page. All right, and let me just set this aside momentarily. So what I want to do is, I know let's look in the Daffrey's diary. Let's look in here and see if there's something that's not too big that we can use with this too. Since we got that green going, why don't we take one of these and use one of these little fellas. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is my first cut out of this book. I'm gonna love it, I think. All right. So let me do a little fussy cutting here, if y'all don't mind. I'm a pretty good fussy cutter, I think. Especially if I use smaller scissors, but I'm going to try with the big ones for now. We're going to go with the big. And junk journal pieces that you put down, it's like sometimes they don't look good on their own as standalone pieces, but once you put everything together, it's amazing. Get an amazing feel. All right, we'll toss that. And since we still have our green out, how do I want to do this? This way, maybe? So I'm going to glue it to the page some kind of way. I don't know. Just going to stick it in. We're just going to go for broke. All right. This is going to go at the top. And then we'll put this sort of, kind of like that. And then we're going to kind of, sort of put the star on here some kind of way. So I'm just going to start gluing some stuff down to see what happens. I have to rewrite what I put on here. Let me put this aside. And I'm going to use black. Because if I write with orange, then orange is not going to show up on here. And I write kind of sloppy, y'all, so don't talk about my handwriting. See, if this was an edited video, I would have edited all this out, but since we are 2 live, this is what you get. You get the real deal. That's why one thing I like about the junk journaling too is that you can do things like in small pieces. So you could like junk journal for like 15 minutes a day. You don't have to do like full spreads. You can just put like things here and there in your book, and it makes it fantastic. Alright, so I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to try to glue it with my glue stick and see how that goes. Girl, we're not going to be looking at you smiling with your cute little dimples on this page. You're getting ready to get covered up. You're going away. I have to talk to her because, you know, she might be sad. Alright. And then we're going to put this one down like this. So it can kind of have a little bit of a Larry kind of look here. Hey, Tanya. Thanks for coming on. We're doing some junk journaling. And maybe we might be doing some junk journaling together. Instead of making ephemera, we're actually going to use some ephemera. I already see a spot that's coming up. So I might not be able to use this glue on here. I might have to use the Aleene's glue. Because it's trying to come up already. I'm just going to take this whole thing up. Let's use gotta use the right kind of glue for the right kind of job. Sometimes the little sticky paste thing is not for our job. Alright, so I'm going to give this lots of love. What did I do at the top? Oh, here it is. Now that's going to stay. I'm not worried about that. And I think for this, I'm going to use some double stick tape. I kind of have a lot of things that I need right next to my desk, so not everything though. Some things I have to do ahead of time. Hey, Pauline, what are you doing up? You're supposed to be sleeping too. So this is not like a scrapbooking type of deal. So I don't want to have things that are too raised because they're going to add bulk to the journal as we go along. I'm just using my nails, which you really shouldn't do. Instead of... Just want to make sure that stays down. This is my Cricut weeding tool, and I love using it for this double stick tape because that way I don't have to use my nails. My nails won't get all sticky. That makes a difference. Oh, it's 9 a.m. Oh, so you can get your coffee and have you a spot of breakfast and enjoy. Okay, and then we're going to put her here. And then we have this one last thing that I want to put on here, and I'm going to put it here. See, I actually did like a full layout on here. I don't always do that, but I'm going to use some green around here too. Let's do that too. We're going to do it all green. Make it kind of artsy looking. And I already know I'm probably going to use some stamps on this page too, because it's not enough. I'm definitely not pulling stamps out right now though. So maybe next time. I'll just go back and I'll put it on, because when you're doing junk journaling, you don't have to do everything at the same time. You can come back later and do stuff as you think about it. All right, let's use our Aleene's. So I think the glue stick doesn't want to work because I have that paint on here. That makes a difference. And this paint is, because it is inexpensive paint, it's kind of chalky. So it's good for beginners painting, but that's probably about it. It's not that great for anything else. But so I'm going to use it until it's all gone, and then I might graduate to some better watercolors. But for now, this will do the trick. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, you were cheating on me. And let's see, because there's not enough on this page here. Let's do, I'm going to see if I can. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be sewing anything. So I don't have time to do any sewing. Let's move up. Move this guy out the way. He's in my way. Ooh. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Now I have a little space. Let's put this back in here. Let's try to put things back. Not doing a good job with that. So we can have some space. I'm going to get one of these pre-cut jammies. Let's see which one we want. Like maybe green. Like maybe, gotta pour it out of here so I can see what I'm doing. Or maybe black. Or maybe one of these greens. Oops. Not that one. We don't want that one. We don't want you on our stinking page, people. They almost kind of blend in, don't they? I don't have like an orangey one. And I don't think I want to use one of those. This the real deal, y'all. The real deal. It takes me a while when I have to think about stuff. But show. Alright. I don't. I think. Alright. This is what I'm going to do. Hold up, y'all. Now I'm getting ready to get extra. I'm getting my gold Uniball pen, which always does this when I try to open it up. And I need to get another pen because this one is going to be running out very soon. And I'm going to make my butterfly look like a butterfly. I mean, it already looks like a butterfly, but I'm going to give it like some body. And do a little doodle on him. Oh, gotta watch out because I know this paint is not dry. I'm going to go around the edge. Since this was black, it made it easy to doodle on. So I can see it. So you have a nice outline. See, I also get to do a little mixed media art stuff while I'm doing this. That makes me happy. Okay. I know this pen is a little wet, so I'm going to let that dry a little bit because I have smeared some before. I'll just use my heat gun on there. And I wonder, let's see. Ugh. Hold taking out some more pins. And so I'm taking out my Tombow and Artist Loft pins. And I want to use this pink. So this one is a Tombow pin. And I'm going to try to do this one. Let's see how it's going to come out. It'll be good enough for me. It might be hard for you to see on the camera, but kind of do him the same way. He looks kind of weird though. But that's okay, I'm going to use it anyway. See, I done went into Bob Ross mode. I'm in Bob Ross mode, y'all. Okay, on this one, it's hard to see that pink. So I'm just gonna do this. Gotta watch out because I know this is like paint. It takes a moment for it to dry up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back yeah, it's already a little poofy, huh? It doesn't take long. That's why you have to watch out how many pages you put in your book. So that was a question that Roberta asked me yesterday too. She says, she said, there's a page limit to how much you put in your book. Well, there's not really. You can put as much in your book as you want to, but just know you still have to put stuff on your pages. So if you put too many pages in, your book is going to be crazy. I'm going to show you all my first junk journal. If you've been watching the channel, you've probably already seen it. All right, now I'm going to do you. And it is, I put too many pages in it, but I absolutely love how it looks. But I'm going to show you how it looks closed. Well, it doesn't really close. If I remember, and wait till I get finished. And try not to touch. So those butterflies look real plain before I started doing this, right? Now they have taken on a new life. They look like real butterflies. And shameless plug, die cuts up at pleasantcreations.com. You can get some butterflies as well. They may be a different color than what I'm doing, but you can get them. All right, hold you. Junk journaling is all about taking your time and just putting on the pages the things that you love. It's a good stress reliever too. All right, let's see. They do look good, huh? See, that's what makes me feel like an artist. Even though I'm not an artist, it makes me feel like one. Wait, I'm gonna put the heat gun on this just in case. Because I just want to make sure I don't smear it, because that was a lot of work. I don't want to do it over again. Hey, come back here. Come back here, little fella. You try to get away from me. It only takes a moment with the heat gun, but I just want to make sure. And this one really looks special because I use that Tombow pen, and it's water-based. So once I put that white ink on it, over the top of those lines, the lines turn pink too. I'm gonna try to see if y'all can see it. Uh-oh. Let me get it in cam. Let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit better, because you know my focus is, there we go. So I don't know if you can see, like, the white lines are actually turned pink because I put the Tombow pen on there first. And then that's what this one looks like. Cool, huh? Okay, now we're gonna put some butterflies on here. But we don't want to make them stick up too much. But I'm gonna bend them a little bit. Make sure I put the autofocus back on. I'm gonna bend them up just a little bit. And I'm only gonna put the glue here. It's gonna flatten out a little bit once the book is closed, but that's okay, I don't care. These butterflies are cool. And I'm gonna put this butterfly here. With our aliens. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to give it just a little bit of bend. So only his body is going to be really touching the paper. So it kind of gives it like that 3D effect. And this is something you could do, Judy, with your bugs. You can give them a 3D effect by only pasting down a part of their body. So it looks like they're coming off the page. I'm thinking that's why I'm not talking. All right, I'm just trying to make sure it sets up a little bit before I let go. It almost looks like an art journaling page, doesn't it? That's because you can use your junk journal any kind of way that you want. All right, so let me put these butterflies back up while that's drying a little bit, because I think I might be done with that page. Let me see, where are we for time? Are we at an hour? We're over an hour. We're over an hour already. But I'm going to show you all. I'm not going to do anything else because I'll be on here forever, ever. And I know y'all have things to do too. Is today Friday? Today is Friday, isn't it? Today Friday. TGI Friday, everybody. TGI Friday. All right, so I'll put this back in its little bag. So even though I took out all that stuff, you see how long it took me just to do this, because it's like, and I didn't know what I was going to do before I got started. I just decided on the spur of the moment what I wanted to do. And I'm going to be a little bit extra if I can. I'm going to try to give it a little bit of a frame on that side, and the other side, since I done went all art journal on this page. I haven't even been working in my art journal lately. I haven't been working in anything. Okay, so, and then let's see, I don't have anything else that I want to use on here. So I'll probably do some pages without y'all and some with you, and I'll just show you what I do. Or else it'll take us 10 years to finish this, because this is a big book. This has the 3 signatures, and I didn't even count how many pages are in here. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's 10 pages in that first signature. So you want to multiply that by 4. So that's 40 pages right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if you count this. So 11 times 4 is 44 plus 40. So that's 84 pages already. Next. Okay, y'all keep count. 84. Flip to 84. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and if you count that, that's 12. And 12 times 4 is 48. And what do we say? 84. So 84 and 48. That's all I'm going to say. That's a lot of pages. So this is going to be a really fat book. And actually, if you'll see right now, it doesn't hardly have anything in it except for the one page that I worked. And it closes pretty good. I mean, if I let it go, it's going to fluff out a little bit, but that's okay. But it closes up pretty good. But when we get done, it'll probably like be this fat. Let me show you my other book, and you'll see what I mean. I'm gonna show you my two of my last books. I'm not going to open them up, but I'm just gonna show you what they look like, even with the closures tied. So this was my very first book right here. So that's what it looked at the front, and then look. And it had 4 signatures. I definitely put too many pages in here, but I didn't really know what I was doing. But guess what? I love this. All that I love. And when I put it on the shelf, I have it so this part is showing and not this part. Because I like all the stuff that's hanging out and all the paper. This is a paper lover's like dream right here. And then this was another book. And last year I did how to make a junk journal. I made this one. So you can check out that playlist too. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that cool? So let me move that out the way so you can see. So when I put this on, and this one had 1 signature, and it had 7 pages in here. That's it. And I had people on that video ask me how come that was, I didn't put that many papers in here. And you see why. And I didn't add any more pages to this, and it had 7 pages. So if you say 7 times 4 is 28. That's it. This only had 28 pages. And this one the new one has over 100 pages in it. So it definitely makes a difference as to how many pages you put in your book. So less is definitely more. So just keep that in mind if you're making a book. Ugh. All right. So back to this. So what I'll probably do, because I already have it in my mind, is I'm probably going to get a stamp and probably stamp something here, and then I'll probably write something in here. And then maybe later on down the road, I will put something else in here. So that is pretty much our junk journal process for today. I hope you all enjoyed. And I think what we're going to do on Fridays, we're just going to freestyle it on Friday. It's going to be Freestyle Friday for junk journaling. So we added a few items in here, but not much. But like if you're just watching TV or something, you could just kind of go to town and just stick stuff in. And actually for this, I already have what you can do too is just have some pieces, maybe like in a Ziploc bag, and carry it with you. And then you can journal on things ahead of time as well. So like this card, I journaled on already. So all I have to do is just stick it in here, and this is where I want it to go. So it's home now. And I have another piece. See, I'm going through my little thing here. I had another piece in here. Where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. I think I lost it. It was actually an altar playing card, and I already journaled on it. Oh, here it is. See, this one was one that I did off camera. It was a simple one, and see, I journaled on the back of it already. So I can put this in as well. Let's put it in that pocket that we had. See, I already said goodbye, and she's still going at it. Okay, I think this is the only pocket. Ooh, I almost glued it down. See my little flip up? And I'm just going to stick that in here for now. All right. Okay, for real though. For real. So that's it for today. And I want to thank everybody that came on with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you all are inspired to do some junk journaling of your own. Don't be afraid to just put anything you feel like to put in your book. It doesn't have to be matching. It just has to just be you. Just have your own style. So with that, I am going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet Lotus Blossom Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day. Have a great weekend. Thanks for coming on. And I will see you all on the next video. TGI Friday, everybody. TGI Friday.